leader, Namdi Kanu, and also our Prime Minister, Ekpa, who is being detained by Finnish authority. So we hope and we believe that this latest development from Trump will send a clear message to all the countries today that are holding genuine or detaining genuine freedom fighters. Donald Trump, the American president, has promised and vowed to fight for those who stand for freedom. America will stand with those who stand for freedom. And he also made it clear that any genuine fighters, freedom fighters around the world that are fighting for the liberation of their people, that anywhere they are in the whole world, that the government should release them immediately. Trump has given an order to all the countries that are today holding or detaining freedom fighters, that they should release them. This warning goes to the Finland authority, Nigerian government, Norway, and other countries that are holding genuine freedom fighters today, that they should let them go. They should release them immediately. So now, this is a very welcoming news to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also our Prime Minister, Ekpa, who is being detained by Finnish authority. So we hope and we believe that this latest development from Trump will send a clear message to all the countries today that are holding genuine or detaining genuine freedom fighters to free them as Trump has instructed. You know, Trump don't joke. Whatever he says that he will do, he will go on and make sure that he executes that plan. He will make sure that those freedom fighters around the world, people that are fighting for the freedom of their people, or freedom fighters that are fighting for the freedom of their people, genuine freedom fighters, as he put it, all of them must be free. This warning goes to the countries that are today detaining genuine freedom fighters, those people that are fighting for the freedom of their people. This message from President Trump, goes to them. So I believe and I hope that Prime Minister Ekpa will be released soon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will also be released soon. So right now, let us cross our fingers, because Trump has intervened and promised that America will stand with freedom fighters. America will stand with those that are fighting for the freedom of their people. So this is a very welcoming news, like I said before. Very, very interesting news, as Trump has spoken and vowed to do this, to stand for those that are fighting for the freedom of their people in anywhere they are today in the world, that any country that is holding or detaining genuine freedom fighters, they must let them go. They must let them go. So this is a very good development. Like I said before, the countries that are holding the freedom fighters, the genuine freedom fighters, like our Prime Minister Ekpa, who has been detained in Finland for getting to almost 2 months now, for no obvious reason, accusing him of terrorist leader, accusing him of terrorism, accusing him of so many things. He's still being detained in Finland. The same thing goes to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been detained almost 2 years, getting to 3 years now, since our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was detained in Nigeria. That one is even the worst one. Trump has warned the zoo government to do the needful to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu immediately before his anger will befell on his government, Tinubu's government. So let's cross our finger and hope that these two leaders, these two genuine freedom fighters and others will gain their freedom very, very soon. Trump has spoken. So shall it be. And one thing I want to add to this is this. Like I said before, if Trump says something that he will do, Trump will go on and do that thing. I hope that Finland government will do the needful, release our leader, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, immediately, and also Nigerian government, Tinubu, will also do the needful, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS custody immediately to avoid Trump anger. If they don't want Trump to do something, they should do the needful right now. Release genuine freedom fighters. Set them free. Release genuine freedom fighters. Let them go. If you don't want trouble from Trump, you should do the needful right now, as Trump has vowed to stand and make sure that his government will stand for the genuine freedom fighters that are being detained unlawfully in anywhere in the whole world. He's coming for them, and he will make sure that they are being set free. So we hope that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is being detained in Nigeria by the zoo government, will regain his freedom very soon. And also, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who has been in detention since last year, will also regain his freedom from the Finnish authority. And the other freedom fighters around the world, genuine freedom fighters around the world that are fighting for the freedom of their people, they should also regain their freedom, as President Donald Trump has spoken and vow to stand for them. So all the countries that are holding these genuine freedom fighters around the world should listen and do the needful. They should release all the freedom fighters right now before it's too late, as President Donald Trump has vowed to stand and fight for them. They should do the needful.
The court itself lacks competent jurisdiction to prescribe a group that United Nations has certified is not a terrorist group. Fulani man, Fulani herdsman, Fulani herders, bandits has been prescribed as the number 4th most deadly terrorist group in Nigeria, in the world. Tell you that Tinubu government is a coward government. Why? The way he operates and runs his government indicates how far he has gone to hate Igbo man. Let Tinubu not think say maybe all this thing when they do say Igbo man no they see am. Tinubu hate Igbo man now with passion. And this current prescription is a prescription out of cowardice. Why? If you want to prescribe Igbo man as a terrorist, you go to Enugu High Court. Appeal court, you dey Umuahia. Appeal court, dey Enugu. Tinubu government go Abuja because of cowardice. He go prescribe it. It is not a court of competent jurisdiction, because the right jurisdiction where a court has the infantry, the prerogative to rule against IPOB to be in the southeastern Nigeria. The jurisdiction from where the offenses have been committed, the land, the setting, the plotting is in Igbo land. So this is a coward ruling. The chief judge himself doesn't have certificate. The chief judge himself is not a certified chief judge that went through law school. He cannot be well attested to his law certificate. Ask me why.
How did you become a judge?
Now, Alocalia now. Do you know the reason why it's Alocalia? The ruling was just unannounced. It's a kangaroo court.
Everybody was shocked.
Everybody was shocked because it's a kangaroo now. It's a kangaroo court. So that man is a Fulani man. I mean, the presiding chief judge is a Fulani man. The court itself lacks competent jurisdiction to prescribe a group that United Nations has specified is not a terrorist group. Fulani man, Fulani herdsman, Fulani herders, bandits has been prescribed as the number 4th most deadly terrorist group in Nigeria, in the world. And we are pointing accusing finger to IPOB. IPOB is operating freely in Colombia, Washington, District of Columbia, in California, New York, everywhere. IPOB are operating, agitating for their freedom. And the American system has never ever seen them or believe that group is not a freedom fighting group. They are fighting for their freedom. Fulani is bent on destroying Igbo man. But do you know what? We are not checking. The Igbo man you are talking about is still Giribam there, standing on his right, waiting for the escalation that is coming. This thing can't be so easy because they are not looking at it from the angle where we the Igbos are looking at it. Fulani is looking at it at the angle of Islamization. Igbo man is looking at it at the angle of what? Escalation of another pogrom. Because the one of 1967 to 70 is not enough for the ruthless, stubborn men from Futajelo Island, led by Ottoman Danfodio 200 years ago. They actually believe that Igbo land is their forefathers, their ancestors' estates. But we are telling them that if you have prescribed IPOB and the Tinubu administration accepted it, Obi is a terrorist. Nkojo Konjo is a terrorist. I myself, Raf Mbechi, analyzing here as an analyst, I'm a terrorist. Because what it means is indigenous, meaning the land of the people. Then people living on that land of Biafra. Biafra is Ojuku, Bianca, Gowon, Ekwadamade. We are all Biafrans. It means that chief judge is a blind man. He's not only a blind man, he's a man that has lacked and lost his senses. What I'm saying here, I'm saying something against a man that called me and my kinsmen, a man that said I and my kinsmen are terrorists. So what I'm trying to say is that when you prescribe IPOB, don't forget that you have many IPOB in Tinubu administration. Tinubu will have shame upon himself if he allows Dave Umahi to continue with his good work. No, but it's open. It's an open stage of opinion. Anybody can put his opinion. I don't really understand. It means that Dave Umahi, Minister of Work, Abi, is a terrorist now. Dave Umahi is from southeastern Nigeria. He's an Igbo man. He's a terrorist. The Director General of the WTO, World Trading Center, in New York, she's an Igbo woman. She's a Ngozo Konjiwara. Metaphorically, is a terrorist. Listen and listen good though. Chimamanda Adichie, that girl that wrote Half Yellow of the Sun, is a terrorist. Blessed memory, Chinuba Achebe, a terrorist. The author of Things Fall Apart. So people that are rearing animals across West Africa, they have begun to behave like animals. And it has entered their mental ability, change it into animal instincts. The kind of instinct the Fulanis have is animal instinct orientation. They don't behave like human beings. And I tell you that the Islamization agenda that has been many years ago is what Fulani has come to fulfill in another man's administration, because such man is a follower of Fulani. That is Tinubu. Tinubu is a follower of Fulani now. That's why Fulanis are making all manner of comments, hate comments, calling Igbo man terrorists, calling Nnamdi Kanu terrorists, prescribing the entire race of Igbos terrorists, and Tinubu is looking at that kind of fake judgment. Shame upon this administration, shame upon all the handlers of public office agencies in Nigeria for allowing a visitor to come in Nigeria, overwhelm us, brainwash us, scratch our heads, our visitor. And today, we the owners of the land are the highest mugulis. Fulani is calling us mugu, and we just look them as if say we don't know what thing they do.
Okay. I've seen a lot of Igbos react as regards this. They said, you know, if the terrorists, terrorists can be forgiven, the Boko Harams can be forgiven and reintegrated into the army and sent to different regions, why is it that Nnamdi Kanu does not kill even a single fowl cannot be forgiven and let go? And even yesterday we saw, 5 farmers killed in Ondo. What's your take as regards?
5 farmers killed in Ondo State. We are sorry for the families. Our hearts are with their families right now. I wonder what those families are going through. Then again, I'm sending my message to the blind politicians of that state that are denying the attack by terrorists at St. Augustine Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State. They deny it that they are not terrorists. Akeredolu deny it that those people are not terrorists. May his soul rest in peace. They are terrorists. They came to Islamize southwestern Nigeria. They are the ones who are questioning for Sharia court, Sharia law, and Hijba police. That's Sharia police, Hijba, to take over the southwest. That all the Muslim-dominated community in Yoruba land should start operating Sharia law. That is a law instruction from one kind man where they rule one kind community in one kind state called Sokoto State. It's trying to come give order to people in southwest so that they will start to follow him like him. When Soto talk and give that kind order, some Zuzupility person will say, yes, sir, we go do them. We go do as a talk. Okay, it can't happen in Igbo land. We turn our back on Sharia. We turn our back on Islam. Islam can never, ever do well in Igbo land. We are Christians. We serve God of Abraham. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He remains our God interminably, endlessly, experimentally, forever and ever and ever and evermore. God of Israel is our God. No Hijba, no Sharia in our glory where I come from. Omabala. We are the Eris. Our great-great-grandfather is Gad. Gad is the 5th son of Jacob. We maintain our tradition culture with Israel today. And we still remain the strongest black Jews. We still remain what? The strongest, the richest black Jews on earth. That is what God has given us. He has given us knowledge how to make money. Now we get that. Okay. I'm from Anambra State.
Okay, so the Southeast governor leaders. Now, what do you think they should do?
We can never be part of Sharia.
Okay, so what do you think the Southeast leaders should now do as regards this imminent and consistent legal Nnamdi Kanu detention?
Yeah, they are the ones that are benefiting from Nnamdi Kanu. So they, and there's nothing I can tell you they should do because I cannot know more than Professor Charles Soludo that attended the University of Nigeria and Nsukka of all people. Professor. So how could I provide solution to such a man? He's a lecturer. From there, he graduated to professor. He wrote many finance and banking books. Yes, he's an author now. A scholar. Soludo is a scholar. So I, Rafael Bechi, can never ever advise him. He is doing well on his own field. I am well endowed and doing well on my own field. To every man, his tent and household. That's the kind of person I am. To all these southeastern errand, governors. They know how they rope Nnamdi Kanu, call him on many names, went to court, proscribed him. They know how they started the melee that brought about the renditioning of Nnamdi Kanu from Nairobi, Kenya into Nigeria. They know how they did it in such a way that many strong Igbo men were pied, maimed, and annihilated, decimated and neutralized by Nigerian military forces, all on the accusation of what? Terrorism, of what? Criminalities, bloody one, that they did not even do. The machinators of these evil things, criminalities and hostilities going on across southeastern Nigeria are still championed by the same southeastern governor. They are asking me, how are they going to come out? How they're going to do it so that Nnamdi Kanu will come out? No, they are the people that caused it. They machinated it. Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration was machinated by some governors, coupled with what they accuse and Uba of all people, about what he did. I don't understand. Yeah. So they are the champions of the trouble Nnamdi is going on presently. Who is asking them for solution? Who is even listening to those governors, all they are saying about visiting Tinubu to beg him? Beg who? You know, beg who saying Nnamdi Kanu commit crime? Somebody is fighting for his freedom. I don't beg Tinubu to release anybody, and then Nnamdi Kanu does not beg anybody to release him. He is a freedom fighter, and God has given it to him. Emancipation of the first Jewish states on a platter of gold is championed by MNK, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the first son of His Royal Highness Eze Israel of Ahariku community, Abia State.
Nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing must happen to him, and nothing will happen to him, and that's just it. If anything happens, Nigeria will provide him. So we have already said it before, and we are saying it again, and we continue to air my view that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being used by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to play politics. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being used by Bola Ahmed Tinubu to play politics. As regard that Donald Trump has finally now, removed the help, the aid which he intended, which they have been given to Nigeria. Now he has withdrawn it, and because he has looked into this matter and see that they are using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a politics, and at the same time calling an innocent man a terrorist. It's annoying, very, very annoying, except you don't like truth, except you don't want anything good, except you don't like your way is not pure. That is the only thing that will make you to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist. Has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu killed a fowl in Tinubu farm? No, I want to know, on Sanusi farm, has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ever killed rats in their farms that you call him a terrorist? What is the meaning of terrorist? Somebody that is not giving peace to the society, to the country. These are terrorists. Fulanis, the herdsmen are the people that are not giving us peace. They are not giving us joy. Even as I speak to you in Ondo, they have killed five farmers, herdsmen, and yet you are not calling them a terrorist. Somebody that is an innocent is the one you call terrorist. So you see why Donald Trump was angry with Nigeria, and he was angry with Tinubu, and he decided to remove the help. He decided to cancel the help which the Americans have been given to Nigeria. You understand? When you call Gabo, I want you to say, put yourself in that shoe. Put yourself in that shoe. How can you wake up before somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist? Somebody that is fighting for his own rights. Somebody that is fighting for the right of his people. Somebody that is good. How do you expect him to fight this? Is it not by protest? And you went to intend to kill him. You vandalize his house, military vandalize his house, kill people, share blood, and you expect people to be happy with you with your atrocities. You understand? Only the wicked can see the wicked act and support it, because that is a wicked act that is coming from the angles of the Nigerian government.